Hi everyone, so today we're going to review exponentials and logarithms. So here we're going to go ahead and condense. So what we're going to do is we're going to notice that you have some coefficients, and those coefficients become the exponent. So this is going to turn into the ln of 4x, and that gets raised to the second power, and then this will turn into the ln of 2x raised to the third power. We still have ln of 12x here. Now we're going to see that you do subtract, so we're going to divide those two arguments. So you have the ln of 12x over 4x squared. And then when you multiply, multiplication does put this argument times 2x to the third into the numerator. So as we simplify this, you're going to have ln of 12x times 8x to the third over 16x squared. And as you simplify some more, you're going to get 96x to the fourth over 16x squared. And finally, you're going to have the ln of, let's see, you got 6x squared. Here in the next question, we are going to go ahead and simplify. So again, you've got coefficients. So log base 2 of 3x to the third. You have 2. So you're adding log base 2 of the square root of 5x squared. And then minus, we're going to keep this all together. What we're going to simplify then next is you got log base 2 of, we're going to simplify what we have. So you do have an addition, so we're going to multiply these two things. So you do have, let's see, 27x to the third times, let's see, that times 5x. And then because you have a subtraction, we're going to divide our 9x to the fourth. So as you simplify, you're going to get log base 2. This is 130 5x to the fourth over 9x to the fourth power. And then what you're going to have is log base 2 of 15 as your final answer. Okay, here we're going to go ahead and solve. So we're going to divide both sides by 4. You're going to get e to the 2x is equal to 4. In order to solve, you do need to put this in logarithmic notation. So we're going to have the ln of the base e of 4 is equal to 2x, which we know just becomes ln of 4 equals 2x. And then as you are solving, again, remember that when you put this in the calculator, make sure you put this with a fraction bar, or you are closing the parenthesis after the 4 to show that it is only part of the argument. So then x is approximately 0.693. And in number 4, you're going to divide both sides by 15. E to the x minus 1 is equal to 7. So now we're going to do our circle of life. So ln of e 7 is equal to x minus 1, which we know is just ln 7 is x minus 1. We are going to add 1. So again, keep that separate. So ln of 7, close, and then plus 1 is going to get you your answer. So you're going to get x is approximately 2.946. Okay, here in our next question, we're going to divide by 3. So you have 8 equals ln of x plus 4. So our base is e of our natural log, so circle of life. E to the 8th is equal to x plus 4. And again, we're going to subtract, so e to the 8th and then minus 4. So you have x is approximately 2,976.958. Okay, in this question, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to combine or condense those logs. So this 2 is going to become the exponent of that 4. So when you have addition and you're going to combine, you're going to multiply. So you're going to have x times 4 to the second power. That's equaling to the right side. So then when your bases are the same and you have a single log, you're going to set the arguments equal to each other. So that is 16x is equal to 32, and divide both sides by 16, and x equals 2. Now remember, with these equations that we just solved, which are log equations or logarithmic equations, you need to make sure you are checking for extraneous solutions. So you need to make sure that when you take your answer and you plug it back in for wherever your x is, you do not have an argument that is 0 or is negative. So in this case, these two answers are good. Okay, in number 7, we have a log, so you will have to rewrite exponential form. So base of 2 to the 4th power is equal to 3x minus 8. So you will have 16 is equal to 3x minus 8. Add 8 to both sides, so 24 is equal to 3x. Divide, and x is equal to 8. When I take 8, plug it back in here, I do not get an argument that is negative or 0, so I am good here. Here we are expanding, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and see, oh, you have an exponent here. So let's go ahead and just distribute that exponent in. So power to power, you are multiplying those exponents. So you have log base 6 of u to the 10th over v to the 5th. This just helps us to get rid of that 5 that is on the outside. So then to separate into 2 logs, you will be subtracting. So I have log base 6 of u to the 10th, and then log base 6 of v to the 5th. So what you do is you also need to make sure that your exponents will come to the front. So you have 10 log base 6 of u minus 5 log base 6 of v. Okay, so here let's condense. The 3 will become the exponent of the 5. What we do have is we also, we'll see that we're dividing a log by 3. Remember, dividing by something is the same thing as multiplying by its fraction, so this actually is a fraction. So this will be, let's say, log base 7 of 2, and then plus log base 7 of 5 to the 3rd power, and then we're going to add, so the divided by 3 really becomes the 1/3, 7 of 8, and then that 3 becomes the exponent on that 8. So this is really log base 7 of 8 to the 1/3. All right, so now because we are adding all the logs together, what we're going to do is multiply all the arguments. So you have log base 7 of 2 times 5 to the 3rd times 8 to the 1/3. So as we simplify that, you have log base 7 of 500. Okay, here in number 10, we will have to combine. So let's condense this so we can multiply those together. 63. Logs will cancel, so 9x is equal to 63. So x is equal to 7. Check. Make sure you don't have any extraneous solutions. 7 is good, and that would be our answer. Okay, here in number 11, again, we will condense. So we have log base 4 of 5x squared, and then that minus will have it become a division, and then 5 equals 3. If we simplify log base 4, this will become x squared is equal to 3. So you will have to rewrite in exponential form. So 4 to the 3rd is equal to x squared. So you have 64 is equal to x squared. Solve, take the square root. X is equal to plus or minus 8. So again, because you are solving a log equation, you will need to check that when you take 8 and negative 8, when we plug back into this x squared position, we don't get a log of 0 or a log of a negative number, and so we are good here for number 11. Okay. Here, let's subtract 8, so 11 to the n minus 7 is equal to 89. Let's rewrite this exponential into a log. So log base 11 of 89 is equal to n minus 7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 7. So remember, 89 is separate in that argument. So log base 11 of 89, then close, and then add 7 to it. That equals n, and so n is approximately 8.872. Okay, here we go. Question 13. We're going to divide by this negative 8. So I have 6 to the negative 10n is equal to 4.5. Let's rewrite this exponential. So log base 6 of 4.5 is equal to negative 10n. Divide both sides by negative 10. Again, remember to keep that closed. So n is approximately negative 0.084. Number 14, we will condense what we have here. So we are going to make x divided by 5. Now remember, when we were rewriting, common log has a base of 10. So 10 to the first is equal to x over 5. And when I multiply both sides by 5, I get 50 is equal to x. Check. This is good. So x is equal to 50. Okay, in this question, here are your formulas that you were given when we had this unit. So let's figure out what we know. We've got a bonus of 3,500, and we have our interest rate. Remember that R is 0.043, and we want to know what it will be when it's quarterly. So quarterly is 4 times in a year. So we're going to do 3,500 and then 1 plus 0.043, n is 4, to the 4 times 10, because we had 10 years here. And our answer is $5,368.07. Okay, so here we had monthly, which was 12, so same information here, 1 plus 0.043 divided by 12, and it's 12 times 10. So you had $5,376.27. And then when you see continuously, you have to use APERT, so different formulas. So A equals 3,500, you have the E. And again, to find the E button, it's the second button, and then you press the division button. That's the little E. And then 0.043 times 10. And so that would be $5,380.40. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe for notifications on future pre-calc videos. See you in the next lesson.